Black. Welcome to this tutorial video on embedding a YouTube video in your blog. So first you're going to want to make sure that you've uploaded your YouTube video. So you would go to the upload window. As soon as it uploads and you click the publish button, you get some share options. This is the URL, so if you were to type this into a URL in any browser or copy and paste it in any browser, or post this in any forum or email, people would be able to click this hyperlink and it would go to the player page, which is this page here. And then we're going to embed this video. So this is HTML. You can also get to it in your player window if you click the share button. And then this is the link, and then it gives you all these smart buttons that you can kind of share on all the different social networks, a link to this video. But we're going to put it on our blog. So we're going to click to this embed, and we're going to copy this. Command-C, it's already highlighted. And then you should have a blog. So this is the front end of the blog. This is the URL to the front end of the main page of the blog. And I'm going to talk about the subpages in a second. So the main page of the blog will give you a list of every posting. And then you can click into each of those postings and it'll give you kind of a slash, and then the URL will kind of be dated, and then the name of the post. So we'll see that in a second. But we need to actually go to the back end of the blog. So when you're on this page, you can click this new post button, or if you log into Blogger, it kind of gives you this view. You can click this new post button. Google's pretty good about their contrast and their user interface. So they kind of have like very contrasty colors, and only one or two things that they want you to click on each page. Each page kind of has a purpose. So if you're ever in user interface design somewhere down the road when you're kind of building apps or building websites, keep that in mind. You want to have like a very important focus for every page to get people to click on stuff. So here we're just going to click this very high contrasted orange button, new post, and it brings you to this window. So this is an interface where you can kind of change all of the formatting, similar to what you would do in, let's say, Microsoft Word or a Google Doc. It's very similar to what you see in Google Docs. And then, like if you wanted to write just text on the page, this is how you would do it. But there's this HTML button that's going to show you the coding on the back side. So I'm going to show you that in a second. Every post should get a title. The post title will be the URL, and it's kind of like your URL / the date / this post title. So we're going to call this one, because it's our Fixed Shots project, Fixed Shots. And I'm going to paste in that HTML. I'm going to Command V. And now I have this iframe calling over to YouTube to play back at a specific width and height. It grabs the URL. There's no border on the frame, and it'll allow to go full screen. And then this is the close tag. So open tag, close tag. If you've taken any web programming classes, you kind of know a little bit about open and close tags. Not super important for this class. This just gives you the ability to know that you can kind of publish the player. So if I go back over here, you're going to see the player is now embedded, and it would come up in the front end of your blog. Ooh, where's the front end? There it is. Over here. We're going to do that in a second. A couple other things that you may want to do in your blogs. So on this compose side of the page, you have the ability to, let me see if I can get the cursor down here. So here's my cursor. You have the ability to kind of post text. So you could post links to different things. Let's say this is my Fixed Shots framing project. Now, you don't have to do this for this specific posting. All I'm asking you to do is just make sure you have a title and also have an embedded video in every one of your posts for submission. This is just to show you some other functions with the blog. So you can kind of highlight this stuff and change the formatting of it. I'm going to make this normal. We're not going to make it bold. And then you could also do hyperlinking. You can add pictures. You can embed videos, inserting a video this way, but it's better if you insert the video with the HTML directly. Now we get to see a little bit more HTML. So this break tag will give you, this is when I hit the return or enter key. So it jumps down 2 lines, and then I have basic text on the page. And then the last thing I'm going to do is maybe I can link over to a different website. Hyperlinking is another cool thing. So check out Shawnee TV YouTube page, and then I'd have to go find that. So Command T. Let's go Shaw TV. Let's see if we have our YouTube page linked up correctly nowadays. Yes, Shawnee TV on LDTV. So I can maybe go to our videos page, and I'm going to link directly to that videos page. I'm going to Command C, copy that URL, jump back over to my blog, highlight Shawnee TV YouTube page, click the link button, and now I can link to a web address. Where do you want this URL to go? And then we paste in that, and then yeah, we'll open it in a new window. We don't need the nofollow attribute, and then say OK. And now if somebody was to click this, it would jump off to the YouTube page. So you can kind of play through each of these buttons and see what they do. But for the most part, you're just going to be embedding the HTML. Again, looking at HTML, we now have this text, and then a space, and then it says checkout, and then here's where you can get into the hyperlink. So this links directly to our YouTube page, target new window. There's the text, and there's the close tag. At this point, I'll publish, and we'll check it out on our blog. So you'll see that you have in the back end, now that you have a post, it'll kind of come up in the list view of all your posts. So you'll have multiple posts down this page by the end of the year. And then if I go over here and click the refresh button, you're going to see that now we have a post on our page. And this is the direct link to the main page. I wanted to show you that if you click into this fixed shot, if you check out your URL now, we have the main page URL, the year, the month, / fixed dash shots.html. So this is the kind of post title. That's the importance of the post title. Make sure you have a post title on every one of them, because that's going to be the URL. So this way you can link directly, like if you wanted somebody not to check out your whole blog but a specific post to your blog, you could post this, let's say, in an email or maybe on Facebook or any of the social networks, and then it would link directly to a specific posting on your blog that you wanted to kind of get publicity for and get people to read or share or that kind of thing. So that's going to do it for this one, and this is where ultimately all of your assessments will be. So when I'm looking for a grade to make sure that you finished each of the projects, I'm going to go to your blog and look on your blog. And if it's there and I've done all the approvals, it should be perfect, because we kind of fix everything and make it right before we export. And then as long as it's there, you get the full credit for the project that we're working on. So that's going to do it for this tutorial.